the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble.
Testing. Hopefully people can hear me. 1 second, please, people. 1 second. Sorry about that. Let me see if everything is working good. Yeah, should be all right. Should be all right. All right. I'm doing it, Denzel. Yeah, welcome to LRFC, everybody. Sorry, I'm a bit late. Sorry, I'm a bit late, people. I'm just setting up my stuff right here. Yeah, honestly, people, that win yesterday was amazing. I did a watch along. Don't normally do watch alongs anymore because I don't feel, I get enough support in watch alongs. But that 90-minute goals, phew, is something that only can happen to Liverpool Football Club. The emotion side of it, the epic ending. It's beautiful, guys. Honest to God, it was beautiful yesterday. I don't normally do this on Sundays as well. Normally I'll wait for the weekdays. But I said, what the heck? Let's just, let's just enjoy this and watch our rivals crumble. You know what I mean? Look at Arsenal yesterday, 2-2 with Aston Villa at home. Wow. How can you be 2-0 up and then lose and lose those 2 goals? Doesn't make any sense. And then end up as a draw as well. Watkins, Arsenal fan, scores the goal as well, the equalizer. Yeah, man. I was over the moon. Like, being 7 points clear again. And, not 7, was it? 6 points? Yeah, 6%. Yeah, 6 points clear. 6 points clear again. It's a special thing, in my opinion. So, all we have to do now is win our games, guys. That's all we have to do. There's 17 games to go. Just win your games, and obviously, at the end of the season, you win the league. That's how I see it. What I've noticed in the past few games, obviously, we haven't won the Nottingham Forest away game. It's the dominance, the dominance effect that we're having. We're actually dominating games. We're in the front foot, and the opposition ain't having a lot of time on the ball. once we obviously sorted out the defensive side, married it up with the midfield and the attack, we became a better team. We became a better team. So there's a lot of stuff to discuss, obviously, tactically. I will do that because I'll show you what's the difference between the Liverpool that was drawing games and looked, about to lose, to the Liverpool that we see now. We're in the front foot in our games. We're in the front foot. Yes, we moaned a lot about it, how we've been performing lately, but rightly so. I mean, rightly so. We was upset about it because it was just not connecting as a team. We was just not connecting as a team, and when you're not connecting as a team, it's not a good thing to see. Because especially when you're actually competing for a title, there's a title at stake here. I know I keep saying that, guys. There's a title at stake here. If you win this, that will take you to places that you want to be at, which is getting the best players, getting the best, getting to the best competitions, and doing special things. This is what this club is all about, and that's what I want to see, guys. I don't want to be second best to anybody, if you know what I mean. And we know we're not going to make signings with these ownerships. I don't want to keep going on about it, but I'm just trying to give you a heads up beforehand. And even Van Dijk said it after the game yesterday. He did say, the players that we got, that's it. You know what I mean? Other players have options, and he's right about that. We don't have enough options. It looks like it yesterday because of Darwin Nunez coming on the bench, Harvey Elliott and Chiesa making the difference. But was it happening before that? Not really, because we didn't win those games. We drew those games. So yeah, it was. Listen, I was getting frustrated in that game against Brentford. We dominated so much, created some chances, didn't take the most didn't take those chances, didn't make the most of it. But as sometimes what you got to understand is when you never give up, something special is going to happen at the end. And Arne Slot actually was asking for that. He was saying, that I want to see that dramatic ending at Liverpool Football Club. When we do that, like last minute goals, he was waiting for he was waiting for that in the Nottingham Forest game, but we didn't really do that. Obviously, Jota scored from a corner, but we didn't score in the last minutes. We had a few opportunities, but we hit it straight at the goalkeeper, or it got cleared off the line. But what happened yesterday was very, very special. It could be we could be in a stage of winning the league now, because when you score goals like that, it breeds confidence in the players, and when the players are confident, that means every game they go into, they believe in themselves. They could score and do things like that. But I don't want the last minute goals. I just want to get a goal in the first half, open up the teams, and then they come out of position. We score another one. That's what I want to see. I don't think there's enough of that in the games that we watch, man. But listen, us winning yesterday and Arsenal dropping points was a very, very special thing, man. Very special thing. But let me see who's around. Sorry, it's a Sunday. I know, family time for everybody. Please like, share, and subscribe to everybody. Big up, Jason, as always. Great stuff by Darwin yesterday. Phenomenal stuff, mate. Like, he came on. What I like about Darwin yesterday was he came on. He was taking shots. He normally passes to Salah and tries to get in the box, but this time he was actually taking shots from outside the box and trying to make a difference. And that's what I like. Take responsibilities for your own actions. And Soboslai is doing that as well right now. He's taking shots. He hit the crossbar, of course. Should have scored that goal. In a different time, he will score that goal. You know what I mean? There's more to come from him, in my opinion. We'll discuss him later. But yeah, it's amazing stuff, man. Honest to God, amazing stuff. Yeah, big up, Jason, as always. Steve says, "Oh my OMG, we are gonna win this league." I don't know about that. I think you're jumping ahead of time, but yeah, it's a good thing to see though. Yesterday, it's a great thing. 17 games to go, mate. You know what I mean? The Premier League. If you take it a game at a time, just get those wins going, and dominating as we are, making sure there's nothing coming against us in the other way, we'll be fine, man. I want to see something here, guys. Like, I want to show you something. This is the Arsenal AFTV. I'm doing it from Twitter, of course, the Twitter account. Let's see what they're saying in it. Let's see what they're saying, because they're all crying now. They're all crying, but they're chatting shit as always, innit? Let's see. I know this guy. He works in my building, actually. This is the twin brother of the guy who supports Tottenham in the top 6 row or something.
I'm telling you, Liverpool are going to moonwalk to this title. They're just going to walk backward. They don't need to be amazing. They don't need to be special. They don't need to be like smashing teams. They don't. Look, they've dropped enough points for Arsenal to if we were a serious team, we could have caught them by now. They've dropped enough points. We just haven't taken advantage. And we were talking about in the match. People like to say, yeah, like, because even now, Arsenal are not out the title race. But my question to these players has always been, show me you want it. Do you really want it? Do you really want to win this title? Or you just, what happened to next season? What happened to that?
You see, people, they know it. They know it. You know, when these things happen, it's very, very tough for, you know, rival fans when Liverpool is doing pretty well. They thought they had that game in their hand yesterday, but Aston Villa has other plans. Big up, Mr. Bat Red. Big up, brother. Big up, man. Big up, brother. Big up. Thanks for coming on, bro. Thanks for coming on. New on the channel. Join the family, bro. Join the family. You know what I mean? I always do spontaneous things. I'm a regular actual YouTuber. I always do regular things as well. We're trying to build something here. So, yeah, join the family, bro. Big up, man. Abdul says, Assalamu alaikum, Fawzi. Assalamu alaikum. How are you doing? Like, comment, share, subscribe. We need to keep on winning and stop the draws. You never walk alone. Many thanks. Yeah, you're spot on, Abdul. I think there's too many draws in our games, which used to cost us back in the day. You know what I mean? And
into January, we
don't want to do that again. I mean, you know, I'd rather have this Arsenal team chasing me than, you know, the Man City team that we had in the past. So we could be at a stage this season we'll be way clear of the rest, because I don't see Arsenal winning every game. They draw at home to Villa. You know what I mean? Villa's not even in a good form this season compared to the previous season. So if we win our games, we'll be in such a comfortable position. We could just concentrate on the Champions League, if you know what I mean. Because there's no one else after Arsenal. Let's just be realistic here, guys. You know, Nottingham Forest, Man City is not doing what Man City normally do. Newcastle, you saw them the other day against Brentford. Sorry, against Bournemouth. They got battered 4-1 at home. And I think Bournemouth even had goals disallowed in that game. So, yeah, I think, listen, we should have been way clear of everybody else earlier. But it's us to blame, innit? It's us to blame. We're too comfortable. Not only that, like when certain players are not in the team, we're not the same team anymore. But injuries are slowly coming back into the first team, and you know, some of the players that we know can perform in a higher level are starting to perform in a higher level, which is the defensive side. You know what I mean? Alisson, Konate, and Van Dijk. Tsimikas came in yesterday, wicked. Trent looks like he's a busy right back again, running up and down, sprinting back, and all that stuff. Something we've been asking for as well. Yeah, man, things are looking up. Things are looking up at the moment, but let's just continue that. It's 17 games to go in the Premier League. We've still got the Champions League. We've still got the League Cup to win again, and we've got the FA Cup. So quadruple could be still on if we go about it in the right way. I don't want to say that again, because the last time that happened, we only won 2 cups, if you know what I mean, and it wasn't nice to watch, was it, man? So let's just be honest about it. Can you do a breakdown of our 5 draws and 1 loss this season in the Premier League? Can you talk about the Premier FA Cup, EFL FA Cup? Yeah, man, I will, bro. No problem for you, man. And it's anything for you, Abdul, because you're always supportive, bro. We need reinforcements. We need reinforcements, cover and depth in our squad in this January 2025. We need left back, centre back, DM, and number 9 FSG. I don't think we're going to get anybody, bro. I think that is it. If we was going to get someone, we would have prepared for it earlier. I mean, there was about a few months, 3 to 4 months, you know, stage of getting ready to get another player other than Zubamendi, and they didn't do that. So now what? We're at the 18th, 19th, you know, of January. What's the point? I mean, what are we going to get now? You know, if you haven't got it in the 1st of January, 2nd of January, 3rd of January, 4th of January, 5th of January, if you haven't got anyone in, what's the point? I mean, what is the actual point? Like, you know, wasting our time. Let's just concentrate with the players that we have, and, you know, push forward with it. You know what I mean? The most important thing for me is to get in the contracts. That's what's important for me, and we ain't doing that. That's the problem. Yes, Mr. Bat Red. He said, what I like about Slot, he is never he never gets carried away, and with results he always references the performance and areas for improvement. Yeah, listen, I've got no issue with Arne Slot. You know what I mean? At some stages, you know, obviously he makes mistakes, which is understandable because, you know, he's new to the league. So if he was here for a couple of seasons, then we don't have to worry about that. But if he wins the league this season, imagine next season when he gets his own players, how much further we'll be ahead of everybody else, Mr. Bat. You know what I mean? So it's scary for the rest of the league. I'm telling you, mate. This is not even his players. This is Klopp's players. So I could only imagine, like, when he starts getting his own players, how much further we'll be developing and how much, you know, further we'll be ahead of everybody else. You know what I mean? And it's a scary times for the rest of the Premier League because, you know, a lot of people are saying the Premier League is not very good this season. I beg to differ. I think this league this season has been phenomenal because we've had one team holding the league prison for 4 years straight. You know what I mean? They've won it 4 years straight. Nobody's ever done that. Not even the great Liverpool team, Man United team, Chelsea team, Arsenal team. None of them have done that. They held us to, you know, in prison for 4 years. Now, other teams are competing and they are not. So how can that be a bad league this season? That's what I don't understand from these so-called experts that's saying that. This league has been the best this season, man, because you don't know who's going to win it. Still, even Liverpool's top right now. Like, they've been top all season. There's no guarantee we're going to win this league. That's what I'm saying, guys. There's no guarantee. And we're still like hesitant about, you know, saying that. It shows how competitive it is, if you know what I mean, guys. So yeah, man. Yeah, I love Coquet. I love Coquet, man. The way he played against Newcastle the other day, it was stellar, mate. The way he scored that goal as well, it shows there's more about this kid as well. He defended well. He attacked well. He positioned himself well when he needed to defend. You know what I mean? So, and not only that, he contributes on goals as well. He puts crosses in the box which are threat. That's what I said about Robinson at Fulham and him. I said Kirkes is much better because he's better defensively, he's better at positioning, and he's better offensively. So he could do all three that we need in that left back position. It's better like Robertson when he was younger, if you know what I mean. Why don't you give them at the end of the season Robertson and we take Kirkes? You know what I mean, and give them money on top of that as well. Maybe that can work. That's a great deal, in my opinion, if you could do that. I don't want to get id of Tsimikas. You saw him yesterday as well. Tsimikas was playing brilliantly. You know what I mean? And that right winger for Mbeumo, innit? That's his name. For Brentford, didn't see the game. He wasn't even in the game. He was not even in the game. You know what I mean? So it clearly shows Tsimikas. You know what I like about Tsimikas, guys? He doesn't mind being a cover. He doesn't complain being on the bench. But whenever he comes on, he gives us more on the pitch. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Think about it that way. Imagine getting another left back that just wants to play first team and he gets frustrated, underperforms when he comes on, all that stuff. So if Tsimikas is there, you get Kirkes for next season. I'm telling you guys, we'll be laughing at the rest of the Premier League. I've got no doubt about that. Like I said, Arne Slot has the potential to dominate this league in the near future. And I'm looking forward to that. Honest to God, guys. Honest to God. We could be frightening. Like I said, this is not even his players. This is not even his players, guys. What has Richard Hughes, Marco Edwards, and FSG done? Nothing. Nothing. Let's just put it that way. Apart from Arne Slot, they've done nothing, mate. Big up Trudon. Saliba might be out for the season. I don't wish injuries on players, but that's Arsenal done if he is. I think he's got a hamstring injury, bro. I don't think it's going to be out for the season. If it's the hamstring they're saying, that's a few weeks. I mean, like Gomez. So I'm not too fussed about them. You know, the worst thing that we do, Trudon, we keep concentrating on other teams. We need to escape that. Get rid of that concentration on other teams, bro, and concentrate on ourselves. When you focus on yourself, you know, when you go into games and you don't think about other teams, you've got more of a chance of winning. Because, you know, when you overthink things in games, it affects you on the pitch. And that's what I don't want from us, guys. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I don't care about Arsenal, to be fair. Saliba or no Saliba, they're not going to win the league. Let's just be realistic here. We need Trent VVD, Salah sign the contracts. Yeah, 100%. Me too, bro. Yes, mister. I agree. The league has gotten weaker. Narrative always appears when Liverpool is doing well. Happened in previous seasons as well. Spot on, bro. Spot on. If Liverpool wasn't top of the league, they would say it's a great season. But since Liverpool is top of the league, now they're saying is a weak season. You know what I mean? Like, it's madness, isn't it? It's madness when you see things like that. I think it's unfair on Liverpool Football Club. Disrespect that we get is well unfair, because considering where we come from as well, a lot of players have left Liverpool. We haven't got a lot of replacements. We had to do, a transition in a couple of seasons. Now we've done that. You know what I mean? And they're performing on the pitch with the experience that we already have. That's won titles. That's why we are where we are, and Arsenal are below us, because Arsenal, they already think they've won something when they haven't. They bought Declan Rice for 100 million, and they think he's a world beater. He's not. You know what I mean? He's all over the pitch. He doesn't play DM. Sometimes he plays as a number 8 and all that stuff. They haven't got a set formation to make them much better than what they are. It's like playing Partey as a right back. That's the worst thing you could do. That's criminal. You know what I mean? And it's costing them. It's costing them dearly this season as well. Well, you're spot on, Mr. Batred, 100%, brother. Chiesa made some impressive coming on. Yeah, he was actually involved in both goals. The first one, he crossed the ball in, that went across the goal, and then it went to Harvey Elliott. Harvey Elliott, put it through for Trent. Trent crossed it in, and then Darwin Nunez scored that goal. So he has done his bit, man, 100%. I'm glad to see Chiesa, but I did say to you guys before, Abdul, I did say at the second part of the season, we're going to see a lot of him. It's coming now, mate. I'm telling you right now, he's going to be the difference. He's going to be the difference. And, when people like Soboslai and players like that are coming up at the same time, would be frightening, man. Would be frightening. In Bomo and summer interest for Liverpool, it'd be a good backup for Salah, innit? If Salah is staying. Under the tutors of Salah, he could improve as a player. You know what I mean? All round, if you know what I mean. Get us 13, 14 goals a season, create goals from the right-hand side, and, be a backup for Salah. If we're going to go for another league and the Champions League next season as well, it'd be impressive, man. Listen, if we set up properly for the coming seasons, we'll be frightening. I'm telling you guys, I've got no doubt about it. But let's listen to Turkish, the Undertaker, see what he's saying.
The fact of the matter is, we're 3 weeks into January. We haven't moved for anyone. We're not close to anyone. We're at the FA Cup. Carabao, listen, people have looked at the Bournemouth win against Newcastle at St. James Park, and there's a glimmer in their eye. Okay, cool. I still think we can do something in that game, but at the same time, do you envision Newcastle losing by 3 goals 2 times at St. James Park in a month? Their fans, I don't think would let that happen. We know what they're like in that stadium and the fortress they can make it. So I'm sorry, Laurie, but after seeing Liverpool, right? Liverpool brought on Nunez, and he wins it for them, right? On top of that, they brought on Harvey Elliott. So they brought on Nunez around the 65-70 mark, off the top of my head, and they brought on Elliott with 10 minutes to go. Elliott was the architect of both the goals, and Nunez was the finisher of both the goals. So I don't need to talk about Duran and Bailey. I can also look at Liverpool, the ones we're up against, and see what they did when things weren't really going for them. They had something, and I don't think Nunez is not a great player. In fact, for 80 million or 70, he's a flop. But they're still managing to use. He's not a starter no more for them, right? And he's won them a game. Like he came off the bench last year at Newcastle and won them a game, and he's done it few and far between, but he's done it. Whereas we bring on Sterling, joking. Imagine.
It's amazing, isn't it? When you look at the Arsenal fan base, the way they talk about their players and the way they criticize, Sterling. I remember when Sterling came through the door, they were celebrating. All of a sudden, Sterling is not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird thing, you know what I mean? And they talk about Darwin Nunez, what's coming off the bench, but you spent almost 800 million. Where is that? Where did that 800 million go? If you know what I mean, shouldn't you use that money for players that can fit your system? It's madness, guys. Absolute madness, man. When I hear Arsenal fans, they moan about everything. You know what I mean? They moan about everything, and it's frustrating watching them like this because, when are you going to stop playing the victim card and, own up for your mistakes? You know what I mean? Own up for your mistakes, bro. Stop crying me a river. Enough of that. Your football club signed the wrong players. You know what I mean? And this is why your consistency is not leveling up. You're not consistent. You're inconsistent. This is the problem with your football club. And you know, when you're buying players that's driven to your stadium, like Kai Havertz, Jesus, Zinchenko's, Sterling's, you know, those clubs, they got these players from, actually drove them to Arsenal Stadium. So, you know what I mean? Take them, please, pay whatever you can. And they have. They fell for the trap. They bought rejects. And now they're moaning about it. It's madness, man. You know what? When I look at Arsenal, the midfield, sorry, the goalkeeper to the defense, to the midfield, to the attack doesn't connect very well. There's no connection. There's no work ethic, togetherness on there. And they think like passing is going to get you chances. It's not. You need to create chances, you know what I mean, on a regular basis. Don't get me wrong, they scored 2 goals yesterday, but they still conceded 2 goals, you know what I mean? So the connection is not there. It's not there. The protection in front of the defense doesn't exist, which is why they concede goals. And from time to time, they don't score goals because they don't create, you know, in a way of, you know, the opposition doesn't prepare for, if you know what I mean. The thing they do is the same thing again and again. All the guard comes on the right, cuts in, passes through. You know, it's the same thing. This is what teams analyze. When teams analyze that, they know what they know what to do against you, and this is what's happening to them. I hope I made sense what I'm saying, guys. Appreciate that everybody that's on. I know it's out of the blue kind of stream. It is, you know, I'm trying my best. Let me read the comments though, man. What happened to the KV? That interest, it was fake, bro. It was fake news, as they say. You know, they're pretending they're getting someone, but they got nobody. You know, your head will be somewhere else, thinking about that player coming in, when your head was here, getting angry at the time. So they want to take that focus away from you, so you could concentrate on that guy that was never interested in the first place. If you know what I mean. So it's all fake, bro. Bless up, Steve. Yeah. Focus on our own. So focus on our housekeeping. Yeah, 100%, bro. If we focus on other teams, this is why we rush things and make rash decisions on the pitch, and we lose games or draw games. If you know what I mean. We haven't lost many, but I'm trying to give you an example. Tottenham game, etc. Nottingham Forest, the 2 losses we had this season, because we keep thinking about Arsenal. If you keep thinking about Man City before that, stop that and just concentrate on your game. Come on, guys. I'm here for you guys. Give me the chat, man. Give me the chat. Deliver the messages, man. Deliver the messages. That's what I'm here for. There you go. There you go. Chatting to each other. That's what you got to do on the chat, man. Chat to each other, man. 6 points, 1 game in hand. They can't ask for more than that, bro. Can't ask for more than that. When you have that lead, make sure you continue the wins, if you know what I mean. And this is how I see. This is what I see when I'm watching Liverpool right now. We're continuing with the obviously with the momentum in games. Yes, we haven't won the Nottingham Forest game, but the creativity was there, the commitment was there, and we was like dominating the game. Because a majority of the people before that game were saying Nottingham Forest is a good team. They might have a lot of the possession. They might create a lot of chances, and they only scored a goal, and that was it. Really, they didn't do much. So now the dominance side of Liverpool is coming to the picture. So once we start performing like this on a consistent basis, the confidence will go up on the players, and then we win those games that we could have drawn a couple of weeks ago. It's good, man. It's all good, man. If FSG give Arnie a quality left back, centre back, number 6 striker, LFC dominate the league for the next 3 to 4 years. 100%, bro. I think that's what we need in the summer. But it is what it is, isn't it? Mr. Batter said, by the way, how good was Trent defensively in the Brentford game? I thought he was outstanding. I'll bring these guys up, bro. Don't worry. I'll bring these guys up. And I'll mention them individually as you want me to do. So let's start with Trent. I thought Trent in this game, in the Nottingham Forest game, is the lack of focus that pissed me off with the goal that we conceded. If Konate is coming out of position, you got to be positional aware. You got to have that positional awareness, which he didn't have. He was watching the ball. You know what I mean? So what I ask myself, is it the player's fault or is it the coach's fault? Because every single time you finish a game, you've got this team that analyzes the game. So, sorry guys. So what I'm trying to say is, the team that analysed the game, if I was working for Liverpool Football Club, every game when we finish, I'll be in the videos looking at each player, the goalkeeper, right back, 2 centre backs, left back, DM, and the central midfielder, and the attacking midfielder, the front three. So I'll be looking at them individually in the games. You know what I mean? That's why you assign certain people into the analytic team. So, if you have about five people, they could watch, 2 each or something like that along those lines, whatever it is. So I'm watching Trent. I'm looking at him each game. What's his mistakes? He's out of position. Passes go astray a lot of times. Doesn't go to the players. His set pieces are poor, especially from corners. Doesn't beat the first man, or he overhits it. So these kind of things has to come into the training ground on each player. I mean, you got to have a clipboard and tell him on the clipboard actually, tactically what he's doing wrong. And I don't think we do enough of that. Because if they were doing enough of that, why are they making the same mistakes in every game that they play? Do you know what I mean, guys? I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. So what I've seen of him recently, he's sprinting back. He means it this time from what I saw yesterday. And he's overlapping again. The inverted stuff doesn't happen as often. He did it a couple of times in the game, but it doesn't it doesn't do it as much as he usually does. Let's just put it that way. But now he's doing overlaps and he's crossing the ball in. Hence why we scored that first goal. So this is what we need him to do and defend. Your first point, your first point of action in the pitch is defending. You're a right back. Don't let crosses come in. I've seen a lot of crosses come in this season. It's not just about Liverpool. Even Arsenal and Aston Villa yesterday, the 2 goals Arsenal scored was from a cross from Trossard. I'm thinking to myself, is this a new thing or something? People blocking crosses coming to the box? Because if you look at us this season, how do we concede goals? Crosses coming into the box. So we've got to prevent that some way, somehow. You've got to block it. But from what I've seen of Trent yesterday, guys, he was sprinting back. He looked like he was interested. Sometimes criticism pays off in a good way because, I have been talking about Trent for years and I said he needs to improve. You know what I mean? I'm not all about, he's a scasser in our team. You need to do more on the pitch, bro. You're the vice captain and you have to stamp authority. You know what I mean? People need to know what you're all about. You're supposed to be the standard, for the football club. You're supposed to be the guy who, when the team is doing badly on the pitch, that picks them up and takes them to the next level. That's what you're supposed to do as a player. And I don't think Trent does enough of that. But yesterday, I loved everything he did, mate. I'm telling you. If you watch the watch along I was doing, I can't imagine moaning more than once about him, if you know what I mean. Defensively, passing, creative side as well. I didn't moan apart from the set pieces, I didn't really moan about him that much. So when I'm quiet about a player, it shows they're performing in the higher standards on the pitch. But if I see something that's continually happening that's wrong, I'll pull them up for it. I'll pull them up for it, bro. Yeah, but he was phenomenal, mate. Absolutely phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like I said, a bit of criticism works because since we criticized him, you see him sprinting back and he's trying to block things, and I like that. Genghis says, I'm a bit late. I'm still on cloud 9 after that win. Me too, bro. I'm happy, bro. I'm happy. Turkish speaks like a robot. Yeah, he's a machine. He's a machine, bro. It reminds me of the Undertaker. That's why I say he's the Undertaker of fans. It's just quiet, no emotions, no smile. If he smiles, it's like the Terminator, innit? It's like a Terminator smile. Terminator 2. Remember? Hasta la vista, baby. When they're trying to make him smile. That's what he reminds me of. There's no emotions in this guy, man. It's like there's nothing inside his body that makes him happy for some reason. It's like the world's ended around him every single time. There's like fire around him when he's walking. It's madness. Absolute madness. Arteta ain't being back fully. They need to give him another 800 million to win the FA Cup. Yeah, I think so too. I agree. Genga says, bro, the subs completely changed the game. Elliott looking 10x the player than he was the game before. Trent going in for second chances and Darwin, yeah, they were all great, man. I even thought Chiesa was brilliant, mate. I even thought Chiesa was very, very special in the game. I thought, honestly, Trent in the second half was awesome, 100%, bro. Konate, unfit, playing with an injury, was on beast mode yesterday. Man of the match. Listen, man, Konate yesterday. Listen, I'm gonna give him. Hopefully my thing doesn't break. Konate yesterday, guys. He's back, boys, girls, children. Konate is back to his best. Konate, back to his best, man. What he did yesterday, nothing short but remarkable, man. He didn't look like he was injured anymore. He looked like he was running. The partnership with Van Dijk and Konate is so special. People don't understand. Konate is doing what Van Dijk used to do with Lovren and Matip. If you don't understand what I'm trying to say, is what he does is when the ball goes behind, he's the one who's going to go behind Van Dijk and win the ball back. That's what Van Dijk used to do back in the day, as you remember, with for Lovren, for Matip, and Gomez when he was playing there. He senses danger, and I love that about him. And he's very aggressive, uses his body, pushes people away, if you know what I mean. And that's what you need. You need a bit of aggression, because when you show a bit of aggression, teams fear you. They won't come back at you anymore. They're going to go to the other side. And if it doesn't work on the other side, they're out of the game. And that's what happened to Mbeumo and was it Wisa? Both of them. They were out of the game. They couldn't do what they did against Man City, Arsenal previously. Even their coach, Thomas Frank, said it at the end of the game. We just faced the best team in the world. And he's 100% right. The best team in the world at the moment. That's how we're supposed to play, guys. Not score in the last minutes, of course, but the way we just camped outside the box, creating chance after chance after chance until we got those 2 goals. That's Liverpool. That's the Liverpool we should be seeing. Not the Liverpool that everybody attacks and we're saying Nottingham Forest is a good team, Brentford is a good team, Bournemouth is a good team. This Liverpool we saw yesterday was the Liverpool I've been waiting for a while. Now we push on. Next game against Ipswich. Obviously, we're playing against Lille on Tuesday, but against Ipswich, we do the same thing at home. Batter teams. Make sure that the rivals, when they're watching, they give up. Because Arsenal gave up until we dropped points. They already gave it up. I mean, they were concentrating on the Champions League until we dropped points, and it became 4 points. But now it's back to that mode. You know what I mean? Which is we're ahead of everybody, and it will be hard to catch. 17 games to go, guys. I want to be at Liverpool celebrating with you guys. That's what I want to do, man. And I'm gonna cry probably on that day if we ever win the league. You know what I mean? Because if you saw me the last time we won the league, I was sobbing, man, and my wife couldn't believe it. I said, 30 years I waited for this. 30 fucking years, man. But now, and the worst part of it is I couldn't celebrate with our fan base. We couldn't celebrate together. But now we can do that if it happens, man. And we need to do it by any means necessary. Imagine Arne Slot winning the league in his first season without spending a penny. Whew. Can't argue with that, man. Nobody can say this guy is a joke. Even the doubters will be believers. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I can't wait, man. But this guy yesterday, beast mode, man. Beast mode. He was phenomenal, man. Give him. See, I already pre-done it for you guys. Back to his best. I've got everybody on there. Don't worry. The people that need to be mentioned, I've got them on there, people. Don't worry. I've got them on there for you, man. But Konate, without the knee brace, it's looking great again, man. And long may it continue. You know what I mean? Jota should be back in the next game. I'm not expecting him to be out. Diaz as a striker, it's not working for me in certain games. So we need to swap him and Gakpo on the left. When Gakpo doesn't work, put Diaz there in the next game. He's not doing it for me as a striker, guys. It's how many games now? Like, he hasn't done anything since the West Ham game, innit? That's the last time he actually scored. So if you're playing as that number 9, you need to score, man, or create chances or something. And he's doing either. So yeah, he needs to get back to the left side and compete with Gakpo, in my opinion. Yeah, get the comments through, man. I hope you're enjoying this, guys. You know what I mean? I'm on form today because we've won, man. We've freaking won finally, man. About freaking time. Trent, Konate, VVD, Simicaz, Mac, Ryan, Dom, Gakpo played very well. Yeah, let me speak about this guy, guys. Let me bring him up. Dominic Soboslai. Look, guys, yeah. Get the comments through, though, yeah. Get the comments through. I'm here for you guys, and I'm here on my own today, so get the comments through. Dominic Szoboszlai is slowly becoming an influential player. You know what I liked about him? When he said that the best is yet to come on his social media. That's what he said. That's when I did. That's when I said, you know what? I love hearing that, brother. Because it shows he knows he's not at his best and he knows he will improve. And this is what I'm looking forward to. Now he's taking shots from outside. Now he's building up with play. Now he's being more influential on the pitch. Can't ask for any more than that. Yes, he came off and we needed fresh legs to, you know, get us the win at the end of the game. But during the game, he doesn't give balls away anymore. Makes the right passes, makes the right runs, compliments Salah, compliments Diaz, compliments Gakpo, compliments McAllister and Gravenberch. Them three in midfield yesterday was just outstanding. That's why, you know, the team, Brentford didn't really create that many chances because we had most of the ball. 37 attempts, I heard 37 attempts yesterday. Can't argue with that, man. Szoboszlai is coming to his own, guys. And, you know, I feel sorry for the rest of the Premier League. And I did say it yesterday, the day before that about him. He's the most talented midfielder that we have. Attacking midfielder, that is. Number 10. Now he's not doing that donkey work anymore for like a Henderson and all that stuff. He's doing more of, you know, the role that we need him to do. And with time, I promise you, you won't regret this signing. I think he's the most talented midfielder that we have. Better than McAllister, better than Gravenberch, better than whoever else you want to say. If you look at his ability-wise. Just watch this space, guys. Listen, I'm hardly wrong about players. You know what I mean? I'm wrong about Darwin Nunez. I thought he could improve, but he did yesterday. But with Szoboszlai, I've always backed him, man. When people had doubts with him, I've always said it. Like he's a special player, man. Very special player. So we move on, obviously, to Darwin. 2 goals in about a minute, in a couple of minutes. Is this the turning point for Darwin Nunez? Is Darwin Nunez going to start scoring goals? That's what we're all hoping for. We're all hoping for that. Has he improved? What I liked about him in the game is he was taking shots, guys. Even when he came, I remember he cut in and took a shot from a weird angle. And I said, what are you doing that for? That's a sign of a player that wants to score goals now. When he doesn't do that, you know, lazy passing to Salah every single time, and he's trying to do his own thing, it shows he wants to score goals. And what happened? He scored 2 goals. The first one was very special. The way, you know, this guy came on and changed the game as in that number 10 role is something special, guys, as well. I was speaking about him the other day. I did say about him, saying he wants to play as a number 10 to Arne Slot when, you know, Endo said, I'll play anywhere for the team because, I want the team to win. That was the difference. But the way he put through Trent with that pass outside the foot, it was really a Chiesa cross first. Then it went down to the right side, and I think Harvey Elliott got it afterwards, and he done a through ball to Trent. Trent, obviously, the first one hit the player, second one straight to the path of Darwin Nunez, who tapped it in first time. Darwin Nunez, you know, with that thinking, is special. Darwin Nunez with thinking is a disaster. Let me just put it that way. That's how it is. That's how it is with Darwin. I mean, without thinking, he'd be fine. With thinking, he's got an issue. And the second goal as well, the way Chiesa, you know, took the ball from obviously the center circle, around the center circle, turned, run towards the goal, passed it to Harvey Elliott, and Harvey Elliott passed it to Darwin Nunez. Darwin Nunez cut in. You know those kind of things. You got to do it that way because, you know, when you're cutting in, the defender can't touch you because if he touches you, it's a penalty. The way he cut in and just booted it in the net, that was something special. 3 passes, guys. 3 sequences there. Chiesa, Harvey Elliott to Darwin Nunez. Bam, finished. That's something good. That's something that doesn't really happen a lot with us. But listen, give the compliments to Darwin. Give the compliments to Harvey Elliott. Give the compliments to the likes of Szoboszlai and Trent as well. Because, you know, everybody played their part in this game yesterday. And, you know, when you're 90 minutes, you know, time is ticking. You might as well just give up the game, innit? Majority of the time. But we didn't. We're back to being the Liverpool that we know, we don't give up until the last, last second of the game when the referee, puts that whistle to his mouth. And yeah, beautiful, man, beautiful. But yeah, I'll go back to the comments now, guys. So whatever you want to say, just say, and I'll read it out and I'll put my point of view forward towards it. And Genga says, I thought Gakpo was poor, struggled. Robertson looked great coming off the bench. Salah should have assisted to someone. No one gives him credit. And Darwin, bro, just saved us and put the icing on the cake. Yeah. Listen, Salah, I don't know what's the matter with him at the moment. He looks out of sorts. He needs to start, performing, guys, because this is the times we need him. It's every January. I don't know what it is. Is it him not performing to the levels that he should, or is it the opponents that's stopping him from playing as he should? I don't know. I did say something yesterday. I said the second part, there's 2 parts of the season. The second part, sorry, guys. The second part is when teams, play a different type of football, which is deep line defending, making sure they don't concede goals. Is this what's the issue when they're blocking? Because some of the decisions he made yesterday was appalling. You know what I mean? Like, he passed to Darwin Nunez and overhit the pass. I was thinking to myself, bro, that's the time to shoot. The second one he shot, he should have actually passed it to Darwin Nunez's run. So Darwin, all he had to do is tap it in. So he's making the decisions Szoboszlai normally makes. Yeah, but yeah, Salah, listen, Salah will come back, man. I'm a firm believer, man. He's too good not to come back. And not only that, before all this stuff that's been happening recently, he was the best player in the world. So if he wants to win that Ballon d'Or, start performing the game, bro. Don't give up. Don't give up just yet, man. There's a league to fight for. There's a Champions League to fight for. There's a cup to fight for. You know what I mean? And there's, if you continue the way he is, like before this, before these couple of games, he could win the Ballon d'Or, man. He could win the Ballon d'Or. But yeah, Gakpo was poor, man, yesterday. That finish, guys, like, what's he thinking, man? What is he actually thinking? Just chip it over the goalkeeper. That's what normal people do. Chip it over the goalkeeper. Like, he hit it on the side, timid shot, afraid of the goalkeeper. Are you mad, man? Come on, bro. You could do better. We go on to May with an 8-point lead. We have one hand on the title. Yeah. It'd be great. It'd be great, bro. But, teams will drop points. We might drop points as well. So expect the unexpected. But it's a great position to be in right now. All we have to do is continue that momentum. Just keep going, man. Dominate games. Make sure you don't concede chances. Score as much as you can. Take shots, from outside the box more. It might deflect and go in. It might go straight in. It might, hit your player and go in. Whatever it is, just do something. All this walking in the ball, it's not always going to work. Hence why we draw a little games. We try to walk it in, but it doesn't work, man. Abdul says we need to keep winning. You never walk alone. Yeah, 100%, bro. We need another player chip in with goals. Congratulations to Nunez. I hope it's Nunez, bro. I'm really, really hoping it's Nunez because Nunez, the way what he done yesterday, it looks like a man on a mission. And and not only that, he was doing this, with his heart, like how much he loves Liverpool as well. In normal circumstances, fans give up on players, and after 3 seasons especially. But he knows the fans have never give up on him. The ones who actually go to the games and they always support him and shout his name. Maybe this is why, like, he's doing what he's doing yesterday. So yeah, long may it continue, man. Long may it continue. Do a player rating versus I don't do player ratings. Once the channel picks up, bro, I'll start doing it for you guys. No problem. We could do it together as well. No problem, brother. I can see Mac, Dom, Ryan scoring important goals from now till the end of the season. Me too, bro, because I saw obviously Gravenberch, coming out of nowhere sometimes, taking a shot from outside the box and making the goalkeeper work, which is this is what I've been trying to say. Make the goalkeeper work, and this is what happened. I can see that as well. I can a clean sheet was key yesterday. Virgil, Konate, Ali, and don't forget Tsimikas, guys. I don't think a lot of people are giving Tsimikas the credit he deserves, considering he had the yellow card in the first few minutes of the game as well. And Buomo didn't really have a lot of joy against Tsimikas yesterday. Imagine Tsimikas had no yellow cards. Probably he would have played even better than he did yesterday. But listen, Tsimikas has to be the starter now. I love Robertson. I don't want to see people criticizing Robertson. Let him come off the bench. Let him be the Tsimikas and let Tsimikas be the Robertson now. Let them swap. You know what I mean? Let them swap now. Let them, have that joy, of resting Robertson and Tsimikas playing. You know what I mean? It's finally Tsimikas' time until we get a left back that's capable of taking Robertson's place eventually. So yeah, just swap them now. Tsimikas yesterday was phenomenal in my opinion. Didn't do much wrong. Tried to go forward when he could, defend when he could, and there wasn't a lot of joy on the left. There was for Brentford. So he's done his job, man. He's done his job. And Robertson coming on in the second half done pretty well in my opinion. Came on, put some crosses in the box, some dangerous crosses in the box. Did his bit. So yeah. Going forward, them two swapping is key in my opinion. Just leave them two for the future now. Let them swap like this. Tsimikas starts, Robertson becomes Tsimikas. That's all we need them to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. I was very like happy yesterday. Very, very happy. I should do watch-alongs more often because every time I do it, we start winning. So I've got that good luck vibe from my end. So I said I'm not gonna do watch-alongs anymore. I was in Beijing Barnes' show, and I said when he asked me about watch-alongs, I said I'm not gonna do it no more because I only have one person watching me. You know what I mean? Now you guys have taken over. But what I realized, even my wife wanted that. She said, whenever you're on, you more or less win. You don't win every game, but you win. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. So I might have to come back and start doing that. Yeah. It was quite enjoyable yesterday, man. It's quite enjoyable. Even that my screen went off on the TV. Timing, you know what I mean? Perfect timing. Madness. Yeah, let me get back to the chat, man. Clean sheet is key, bro. Clean sheet. Bob, clean sheet is key, brother. Welcome to the channel. Well, I enjoyed it and liked Ryan McAllister, Dominic shooting from outside the box. We need to do more of this. Yes, because we draw too many games. So if you get more opportunities shooting from outside the box, especially with the balls of today, the balls are very light. If you hit them in a certain way, they go like this in it, and they confuse goalkeepers. And we don't do enough of that, in my opinion. But yeah, we do need that, bro. We do need that. We 100% need that. We need players that are not injury prone for next season. I agree, bro. Some of the players have to go. Let me bring in my partner in crime, man. Let me bring him in. Yes, as the legend. What's going on, man?
All good, bro. All good. Top of the league. Late win yesterday. All good.
How you feeling, bro? How you feeling, man?
I'm being confident. I'm always a confident type of guy anyway, bro. Every game we go into, I say we're going to win it.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, it was like 89th minute, 80 minute, I thought Kaiser's coming on.
Yeah.
It just looked right. Harvey Elliott came on. I was like, you know what? It looks like if anyone's going to win it, it's going to be us. Because Kanate, in the last 20 minutes, it was back to his sort of normal self. We just looked tighter at the back.
Do you think he's officially back to, or are we still reserved about it?
Like for me, the last 20 minutes, he was just solid, cleaning up. He was back to his normal. It's all about concentration with Kanate.
Yeah.
When he don't concentrate, he makes sort of mistakes. But when he concentrates, he's like solid. And I think yesterday, as soon as he sort of went into that mode, Darwin, everyone came on. I thought it's just who's going to win it. I don't think Brentford would do all that. Even Forest.
Yeah, we dominated this game. We actually battered them.
Dominated. Yeah. They went great. Look, how many attempts? 38 or something? Something crazy like that.
So 37, attempts.
That's like FIFA. That's like FIFA stats, you know?
Sorry, bro. Big up Solo as well. Big up, guys. Big up Bob as well. He's just come onto the channel as well. Big up. But carry on, bro. Sorry about that.
Yeah, bro. So all day, yesterday was just a game where we just needed the points. We needed 3 points. I didn't care who scored. Yeah. It was one of them. But I'm just happy we got the 3 points. And then later on, the Arsenal score was just like, come on.
What do you think of Arsenal? Like, I want to get it from your point of view. Like, what do you think of them? Let me just read this comment and then we'll continue because there's so many comments. Okay. Mbomo and Weezer gave up the physical game after trying a couple of times. Yeah, 100%. I said that earlier on the stream. I said they kept on like going from one wing and to another wing, and they wasn't getting any joy. And I saw like sometimes they were on the floor and said, "Bloody hell, man, I can't get past these people." You know, when you put your hand up, fucking like this, bloody hell. That's what they did because they couldn't get joy. I thought Tsimikas was phenomenal. To be fair, Mr. Bat Red. I thought, and Trent was amazing yesterday. I got to be real. But carry on though, bro. Carry on.
Yeah. Like for me yesterday, before we went into the game, I was like, clean sheet, #1 priority. After that, everything else is a bonus. Point, away win, 1-0, 2-0, whatever. As long as we do not let a goal in. And I think Mbumbu and Wissa yesterday, I was expecting more. But them guys are dangerous. You know what I mean? I've seen a lot of games with them.
That's a yellow card in the first half as well. The first few
minutes. As well. Yeah. I think it was a good move bringing Roberts on for him.
Yeah.
Just in case. You never know.
I thought he played well when he came on.
Robertson, yeah. I think everyone, all the subs that came on, all played well. Harvey Elliott involved in both goals. Darwin got both goals. Kaiser just looked lively as well. So good things, man. At last, like the subs are getting game time. I think I always said this: Slot is not going to chuck players into games what he don't really know how they really play. When you look at all the players, Harvey Elliott, Darwin, Kaiser, all three are not regulars for a team.
Yeah.
And Virgil, Gravenberch, Gakpo, Salah, everyone knows about them, how they play. So Slot sort of, a lot of people last week were shouting, give Harvey Elliott game time.
There's a legend, man. My friend from the past. Still my friend, of course. Big up, Hussein, man. Big up. Great things you're doing, bro. Great things, man. We appreciate you, bro. Keep representing us, man. Keep representing us, bro. Keep representing us. But carry on, bro.
Yeah, bro. So for me yesterday, give Harvey Elliott game time, man. Don't play him on the wings where he can't run. Play him in the middle where he can do them little passes, what he did yesterday. Perfect. So happy for the lad as well.
I can't believe a super chat from you. It means a lot, bro. It means a lot, man. Thank you. Keep going for the good luck. Oh, big up, brother. Big up, brother, man. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That really touched me, bro, when I just saw that. Thank you, man. Thank you. I remember, those days, Hussein, when we first started. Remember those days when we thought we didn't have a place? Now, like, look what you guys are doing, man. Honestly, I'm proud of you guys. Great stuff you guys are doing. Keep representing, bro, and don't ever like slide. Just keep going, man, because your next destination is 100K, man, and everybody's gonna be happy for you when you get there eventually, man. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the super chat, bro. Well, carry on, bro.
Yeah, man. So, like, for me, next game, I'll probably go. I want to win the game on against Lille, stay on top. So, yeah, man, good things.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, below 100K. I remember, bro. I remember, man. We tried everything to help each other those days, as I remember. Now we're all in the. Obviously, you're way ahead of everybody else, but that's the way it is, bro. Your hard work pays off, Hussein. Hard work pays off, bro. And you're showing it to everybody else. You know what I mean? And keep going, bro. Keep going, because you're blowing up and you're doing you. That's the most important thing. You're doing what you want to do, and nobody's gonna get in your way because of that, man. And I like it when they mention your name nowadays. You know what I mean? In every stream, because they know the way you back Liverpool Football Club. But keep going, man. Keep going. I'll be going on Tuesday. I can't wait, man. I'm going for the Lille game. JK. I'm looking forward to it, bro, man. I've never done VIP before. I've done VIP at Chelsea, but I've never done VIP at Liverpool. Believe it or not.
I have.
I
did it. It was nice.
I've applied for the season ticket. The other one. There's a few season tickets that people don't know about. There's obviously the regular one, and there's ones you could pay like £2,000 and £4,000 for. But after 4 years, you get the regular one. You know what I mean? So like it's £2,000 a season or £4,000 a season. So after 4 years, if you continue with that season ticket, keep paying that, you get a regular one after 4 years. It's madness, man. Absolute madness. I applied for it, but I still haven't got it yet. But yeah,
I did the VIP one. It was cool. It was cool.
Did you do VIP? Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. It was cool. It was for a Champions League game as well. Like the first round, Sevilla. It was a few years back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always around my birthday time, the first set of games and stuff. So for birthday, we would go to Anfield, watch a game, Champions League.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait, man. I'm gonna be in the new Anfield Road as well, so hopefully
Okay.
it's something else. Because I want to obviously meet Jimmy Case and Sammy Lee. It was a great experience, that one, man, and especially talking to them about Liverpool Football Club. Both Scousers, by the way, people don't know, and they supported Liverpool all their lives as well. I mean, Husam says the game against Lille carries little significance, in my opinion. Ipswich is what matters. We're through already. Yeah, in the Champions League, 100%. You're right, bro. I want to see Chiesa in this game. I just want to see Chiesa start playing. I don't know if you agree with me, JK. I want to see Chiesa start playing now, because I said it to you guys. In the second half of the season is where Chiesa comes to his own, if you know what I mean, brother. So, what do you think about that? Like Chiesa starting against Lille in the
what's that Fuji song? Ready or Not? Here I come. You know, he's ready. He's like the last few games. He just looks like he wants to play football and score goals. That's what I liked about him against Accrington Stanley. He was like, I'm not leaving this pitch without scoring.
Yeah,
that's what we need right now. It's January. We're at the second half of the season. We need guys like Harvey Elliott, him, who are going to come in and show a bit of energy up top. You know, you can't be Salah all the time. Salah really didn't get an assist or a goal yesterday. Someone else did it.
Are you worried about? Are you worried?
Nah, bro. Good luck, man. Look at the guy. Look at the responsibility he's got in the world of football. Like, he's the best player in the world right now.
Yeah.
And for me, like, if we took all these goals away and assists this season, we're not where we are. We're Man United. So for me, I don't care if he has one bad game, 2, 3, 4. It's cool. It's Salah, you know. That guy will score a goal in the 90th minute.
I mean, I think that's why people are not harsh on him, because what he did in the first part of the season, he done so much. He
did so much.
Yeah, he did so much, and you got to respect him for that. That's why I don't say much about him. I know. I
don't say nothing. Yeah, Like for me,
okay, we can't, can we? We can't really.
You got to respect the guy. Yeah, man. I don't like fans who sort of cheer a guy on, then we'll be ready to diss him a minute later. Like, come on, man. Salah doesn't have to score another goal whole season. He's done his job, if you understand my point. And on top of that, you got his fucking contract talks, everything, the microphone in his face every second. What's happening? Of course, he's going to have a few bad games thinking about what's going to really happen in the summer. So Trent had it against United. Virgil's the only one who's been sort of solid throughout. And we had any bad pool games, you know. So I think the Salah one, best player in the world right now. Let him do what he wants, man. He will always score. He'll always do something.
Yeah. I think like the way people are quiet about Salah, I like it, because the last thing we want is, like, you know, bringing him down. You know, some people are saying he's down tooling because of his contract and all that stuff. As I know Salah, we don't do that. You know, he doesn't do that. He's not that type of person.
That guy.
There's two phases of the Premier League, and you know, there's a first phase when every team is open, and there's a second part of the Premier League when every team closes and deep line defense, and that's what we're facing at the moment. He will at some stage do what he normally does. Don't worry, guys. I've got no doubt about Salah. He's fully committed. He's all this stuff. You've got doubt about him. Don't do that.
Did you see second half Forest? The guy should have had a hat trick. Their goalie was playing like Peter Schmeichel, you know. Peter Schmeichel's the goalie, you know. He was the one. And then what happened yesterday? Yeah, it wasn't really involved. It's cool though. Like, it isn't really what he's done this season. It's what he's done in his whole Liverpool career. Hence why I would not say anything to Salah. He could have gone to any club. He could have gone to any club 3 years ago.
That's what I've always said, you know, in regards to contracts and all that stuff. Van Dijk, Salah, these guys have never given us, you know, a burden of, you know, saying they want to leave our football club. They've always backed us. They always stood by us. And, you know, if they're asking for a new contract, let them serve terminate. You know what I mean? Let them stay as long as they think they could play. You know what I mean? They will know at some stage in their career that they can't run anymore. They can't pass like they used to anymore. They can't dribble. Like, you get what I'm saying? Your legs, you play football, JK. Eventually, you know when it's time to say, you know, maybe I got to go to a lower team to extend my career. I mean,
But saying that, it's weird with me. I think around that age, 31, that's when I was playing my best football. Just everything about the whole game, just like everything was just sort. I was playing in Germany at the time as well, so but it was a good level, and I was just playing my best football I've ever played. control the games more. Just everything sort of falls in place.
Yeah.
And I think with Salah, Virgil, they're at that sort of phase now. Like you could still do the running, no problem. If you got it in you, what is it? Form is temporary, class is permanent.
100%.
I believe in that saying. So if anyone sort of disses Salah, I just drop that lyric to him.
That's true. Steve says Weezer is a baller, pain in the ass for defenders, especially for us. And he normally scores against us, doesn't he, Weezer?
Yeah, man. He's a good little player with that. Good little player.
Yeah, Weezer, sorry. The EPL draws Arsenal, Nottingham Forest, Fulham, Newcastle, Man United, lost Nottingham Forest. That's not a bad record if you think about it, Abdul. You know what I mean? We haven't lost any games this season, bro, apart from one. So if we're drawing games, not losing them, is that a bad thing, JK?
Well, like that's about how many draws is that? 6, 7?
It's let me check.
1, 2,
4, 5. It looks like 5. Let me check the league.
6. No, 6. It's 6 draws. Take 6 points away from us. Where will we? Where will we be? We'll be second.
Yeah.
Or even third. So them draws. We needed them draws, man. 2-0 down, like 10 man down to Fulham.
Yeah.
Got a 2-2, you know, a Desmond.
Against Newcastle, better that game, yeah.
Like for me, the Newcastle game was wrapped up. I think that one mistake Kelleher made cost us the 3 points.
Yeah, that was the last minutes as well, though.
Yeah, last minute. But yeah, 3-3. It is what it is, you know. But take them 6 points away from us, we're not top.
5
so for me, a draw is better than a loss.
Yeah, Arsenal drew about 8, so that's why they are struggling with where they're struggling. But if someone gave you this in the beginning of the season, I'm talking about
you're taking
everybody, by the way, knowing me, I'll never give us a title chance this season because the new managers coming in, new coaching staff, probably getting his formation sorted with his team, trying to influence it some way. I'd never. If someone said to me, "We're going to be top of the league now," and take it, I would take it straight away. I mean, with these points that we have, the draws we have, and the loss we have. If someone said that to me in the beginning, take that now, I'll take it with both hands. So that's why we should not complain about where we are. Obviously, the draws sometimes piss us off, especially me. I get pissed off about that. But listen, we're not supposed to be here, but we are. So now let's push forward and win this league, man. Come on, guys, man. 6 points clear with the game in hand. You can't argue with that, man.
You can't argue with that. You're taking that all day long. And the thing is, City are not a threat. If that was City in Arsenal's position, yeah, you could look behind you, look back, I think, City have always been like that. But for some reason, this City this season, I don't think they're at the races. Something's not right there, Yeah. Well, Guardiola's had a few off-field stuff to deal with. See stress like in normal life, like even contract talk, stress. You don't need no stress as a footballer or a football manager. You just need to concentrate on your job. So people like Pep Guardiola, what he's going through, like in his life and that, is going to affect the players, because the manager's not up to his best, sharp in the training ground, giving that passion. He's not there because his mind's somewhere else, and that's football. That's football.
What do you think of Arne Slot, bro? Let me just read the message and we end it with Arne Slot, of course. I want to discuss him because I don't think enough discussions happens about Arne Slot. You know what I mean? His substitutions yesterday and I think it's Nottingham Forest when the game wasn't going to plan. It's just something special, man. You know what I mean? I don't know how he does it, but it works. If you know what I mean. Genghis says, "Yeah, I thought Brentford stuffed up a lot of counters. Yeah, they did, bro. They did 100%. They did." Yeah, so with Arne Slot, bro, what do you think of him as a head coach?
Head coach.
The way he's been performing this season, obviously. Say because I didn't expect us to be like the way we are. I mean, we're playing good as well at the same now. Compared to the beginning of the season, I think the team is playing much better as a collective instead of like individuals.
I reckon. Yeah, bar the last game before yesterday, I think we had a little bit of a rough patch there, but all in all,
which was going to happen anyway.
It was going to happen, you know what I mean? But for me, Slot, the way he's sort of got on with it, what I like about Slot is this: he's the type of guy he will play a first half against any team, let it be, let them probably attack, maybe even get a goal. What he'll do at half time, work it all out. Second half, bang. And I think he's done that because why? He's not used to the Premier League. He hasn't been at Brighton, West Ham, these teams before. So he's just learning about this. So whatever he's done, fair play to him, you know. I also like the way he sort of thanked Klopp. Oh, Klopp left me a great squad.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know if FSG told him to say that, but the facts are FSG, Jurgen Klopp left him a good squad.
Yeah.
And he probably knew a lot of them guys, you know, Virgil, Gravenberch, Gapco, because they're Dutch, for example. But Salah,
they are the outstanding performance for the team consistently this season. The Dutch players,
the Dutch players were. And then a few years ago, a lot of Liverpool fans were ripping Dutch players like, Dutch players are not good enough. And I was like, what are you talking about? I mean, you see Marco Van Basten.
Remember the Gravenberch one? He's not good enough.
I had a few little arguments about that topic, man. Come on. You know, how can you judge a footballer who's not playing every Saturday and Wednesday? He's probably gained 10 minutes every other game.
Yeah, for a couple of years, he hasn't touched the ball.
He ain't touched the ball. And that's why, for me, he's got enough energy in his legs, you know what I mean, to be playing now. He never played at Bayern. Face didn't fit the picture there, same as Mane. Hence why you ain't getting no game time there. First buying him, I thought, you know what, he's going to be a good little player. Yeah. It's the name, and you know, it's the name Gravenberch. You're like, yeah, he's going to be a player. And this season, what he's done, fair play to him. Fair play to him.
Fair play, man. Fair play. The feeling that Darwin gave me, I had an experience such delightful win in a long time. Origi for form, love it. Yeah, I remember the Origi days. Oh, I miss Origi. We were speaking about him the other day, JK. Origi.
Yeah.
It was very, very special. I just hope like Darwin turns the corner, guys, because it's time now, isn't it? We can't keep waiting. It's time now. We can't be wrong if everybody's saying the same thing about him. I mean, but yesterday it looked like he was happy again. The way he finished, took those chances, it looks like a guy that was, you know, on a mission. I mean, it looked like he's on a mission. Because the way he came on and started running at them and started shooting from different angles, I like him. I've never seen him do that before. All of a sudden, do you agree, JK? If you watched yesterday what he did when he came on, took that shot from the side and there.
Yeah, you know why he scored them 2 goals yesterday? I'll give you one reason, bro.
Oh, bro.
He was right in front of the goal in that box where, for me, number 9s need to be to eat.
Yeah.
And he's never eaten there, bro. He's always on the left, the right. He scored some beauties from outside the box as well. But for me, yesterday,
box for him when he's playing.
You can say again, sorry.
Do you? Sorry to interrupt, bro. Do you think we put enough crosses for him when he's playing? That crosses.
Of course, no. Like for me, Trent's square ball yesterday is for me the best striker sort of goal. Square ball, bang. No thinking about it, no this, that. It's just like hit it. And both of them goals yesterday were hit it. It was a lot, no thinking, bang. And that's why Haaland's so good. He knows where to be in that sort of area, and that's where most of his goals come from.
Yeah.
Darwin was there yesterday in that number 9 position, not dropping like a false 9 or a 10. He was right in front of the box, front of the goal, bang, 2 goals. Simple. It's all about positioning when it comes to strikers.
Always said that. Even defensively, you know what I mean? You got to be position aware. You have position awareness. Yeah, you got to be aware of your position, man. As a coach, that's what you got to tell the players, isn't it? When they play football. Positional awareness is the key for your success. And I don't think enough said about that. But yesterday, listen, keeping the clean sheet gives you hope of winning. And that's what we've done.
Yeah. Before game, I was like, yo, I don't care. I want a clean sheet now. I'm sick of these letting one goal in here, there, or whatever. Clean sheet, whatever comes after that, bonus. And what we did, we got the win. It was like 90 minutes. 90 minutes were up yesterday. It was 0-0. Clean sheet still intact. And I just had a funny feeling we're going to score, you know. And we did. I don't know, it was strange. I don't think a lot of Liverpool fans, I had water in my eyes from that first goal. As soon as that went in, I was like, yo, my eyes just started watering. Like, oh man, the feeling, like we just won and Darwin scored. I was like, come on, you can't get better than that.
Nothing better than the buzz you get with that, man.
Oh, you can't beat that. That's why I don't like VAR. VAR took that buzz away. You know, the first 3 seconds, like when your goal, the linesman strikes down.
Goal would have stood and they would have won the game.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
It pays off. Ravi says, I know we will have games like that, but when we see things ain't working, we have to make that change, like MJ early. Yeah.
I thought it was Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Make that change. Make that change.
Beat it.
Yeah, man. Beat it. That's what we did yesterday. 2-0. Hey,
Oh man.
too funny, man.
Let me just read the messages, bro. We had a team of DOMs. We ran the opposition into the ground. Yeah, we did yesterday. We just camped outside. Look where Van Dijk and Konate was throughout the game, guys. Edge of
Central midfield. Central midfield. Yeah. They got tactics wrong. I think him and the Forest manager, they got their tactics wrong against us. I don't think they were great.
They use the tactics they use against Arsenal and Man City. You get what I'm saying? And then you saw Thomas Frank at the end of the game. He said, "This is the best team in the world." I mean, we couldn't go anywhere. They just, they were persistent. Like they couldn't stop attacking. We didn't know what to do. I mean, and you're right. You're spot on, JK. I think they weren't in the mindset of like Man City and Arsenal. We played the same way. We'll get goals. You know what I mean? And they couldn't do anything. Solo says
they got 2 against City last week as well. 2-0 down. They got come back for 2-2. Brentford. So they didn't score against us. So that's the main thing.
100%, bro. 2 games in a row that Slot got the subs correct with goals. Yes, brother. Yes. Brentford away at Brentford always attack teams at home. They sat deep yesterday, and they played for a draw. Yeah. They didn't know what hit them. I don't know if you agree with me, JK. I don't think they knew what hit them. That's why they were stuck the way they were. We was just persistently going forward. We didn't really have any ambition of sitting back and letting them come onto us. Every time we got the ball, we was hitting across the pitch, in the middle of the pitch, quick. You know what I mean? And that's how we counter-attacked in the game. Hence why we won the game as well, and limit them on chances. They didn't have many chances in front of a goal. I don't think Alisson was worked as much as normally he would against Brentford. If you know what I mean, guys, we limited their chances.
I think yesterday's game, I was really sort of disappointed with Brentford. Happily though, Forest as well. I was saying both games managers got the tactics wrong, but for our benefit. So, and also Szoboszlai Steve, yeah man, Szoboszlai he's arisen now. Szoboszlai since the Tottenham 6-3 game, his energy's totally changed. Like yesterday, bro, he was all over the place. Like, come on.
I felt bad for him because he was the only one that was doing that in the game throughout. I mean, he was consistently doing that. I think he's becoming an important player, JK. I honestly think that with his ability.
About time. Yeah. I think with his ability and stuff, I always said this at Leipzig, he was top dog. He was the main guy, give me the ball. He was the Salah of their team. He's come to Liverpool now. He's got big dogs next to him. And he's thinking, ooh, am I going to be the top dog? Yeah. The only way you're going to be top dog at Liverpool is by playing your game like you did at Leipzig, And I think sort of in the last few games, I've seen that energy totally shifted from what he was to what it is now. Great to see, man. And he's a very good player at interacting with players in tight situations, 1-2s, little flicks.
He's not losing one of the best balls. He's not losing the balls anymore, is he? He's really holding on to it now. Like, remember, he was giving possession away before and tripping over the ball and all that stuff. Now he's more clean. If you get what I'm saying, JK, he's more cleaner on the ball. He's more organized. That's what I meant to say. He's more organized.
Yeah. It's clearer in his thought process what he's going to do. I think when you're not settled and not really into your game, you're going to make mistakes and stuff. And I think finally, he's sort of reached that point now where we're seeing the best of him now. Like, I don't want to hype it all up because what happens, he ends up having a few bad games because fans are like that. We stop being cheerleaders, you know what I mean? But I've just realised since the Tottenham 6-3 game, his energy has just shifted into the player that we thought we were going to buy. I think he's showing that now. Thank God,
Thank God for that, man. Szoboszlai's turning into T1000, the original Terminator. Oh man, don't talk about that Solo, man, because it's one of my favorite movies of all time, man. Come on, bro. Can't beat Terminator movies. Can't beat.
Yeah, the
Terminator.
second part was the best one. That's
Second
Terminator 2.
one, yeah.
Whoa,
The
what a
Liquid,
film.
yeah. The Liquid is the best, man. It's the best one.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, that film. And look, imagine the effects they had in that film. Like that cop he turned into, that was mad. Top film.
Mr. Batred says, sorry, I fully disagree on Simicas. Brain dead footballer, but you're right, lesser of the two disasters at left back at the moment. Listen, I don't think he's the best player. I'm not here to tell you Simicas is the best left back that we ever had or anything like that, but he's good as a cover, in my opinion. So if we get someone else to replace Robertson, he'd be good as a cover. That's what I'm trying to say. So he'll be relied on. I mean, it only takes like one injury on a left back, and then if you don't have someone who's an adequate replacement, then it's a disaster, isn't it? You're going to play players out of position. Look at Arsenal. They're playing Partey as a right back. Does that look right to you guys? No, it doesn't, because he's not a right back. He's a DM. So with Simicas, I've always backed him. I like him because he doesn't complain. He gets on with it, and he gives it 100%. You saw him yesterday. That right winger in Bobo didn't do anything. Apart from one shot, as I remember, he didn't do anything in the game. So as a cover, I'll take Simicas all day long. But as a starter in the future, no. We need a proper left back that's going to be consistent. And there's one at Bournemouth that I'm very, very much interested in. Not the Fulham one that looks like Trent's twin brother. No. I'm talking about I don't want double Trent, man. I'm sorry. Both can't defend. They can run, but they can't defend.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Right. I know what you mean. But I like the guy at Bayern, but Davies, you know, like he's the guy I would go for if we could.
The thing is, I think he agreed to go to Real Madrid, bro, when his contract expires. Real Madrid is a slide dogs, mate. What they do is,
bro, they're slide.
They're slide dogs, mate. They wait until the contracts come to an end and they take them for free. Yeah. I agree. Simicas has the energy. Robertson off the bench, impact player. Yeah, that's it. That's what we've got to do going forward, guys. That's what we've got to do, Genghis. We don't need that anymore, man. We don't need that anymore.
Simicas and Robertson cost us £10. When you think about it in the realistic world, they cost us nothing really. You know, like I think it's 20 million altogether. I think Simicas cost 13 million, I think, something like that. But realistically, what's that nowadays? It's nothing. It's Messi's arm. Yeah, man. So for me, what they've done, Simicas and Robertson, as our left backs, they've done a top job. But for the future, I think Robertson, he'll probably say it himself. He will probably move on at the end of the summer. I just feel Robertson has let mistakes sort of creep into his sort of game. It's cost us this season, then mistakes and stuff. But come on, man, the guy's got so much experience.
Yeah,
and he's doing so much for the club.
Off the pitch,
like off the pitch, on the pitch. Yeah. He's like he had the second highest assist maker in the Premier League history as a left back.
Yeah,
you know,
Leighton Baines was the one who took over. Yeah. He was the first one actually before Trent.
Yeah, it was Leighton Baines, and he's a Liverpool fan.
Plays for Everton.
Yeah. He's played for Everton, and he was the manager for them the other day. He was a guy. Yeah. So. But I always like Leighton Baines. I think he was quite a little player.
Yeah, he's not that kind of ones that rival fans hate, if you know what I mean. He's not that type of one. Come on, Genghis, man. I don't think I am, but thank you for the compliments. But JK is a better pundit than me. Trust me, man.
No. We're all are, bro. We're all the same. We're all good.
JK is amazing, guys. Trust me, guys. I mean,
best Genghis. Nice.
I agree. Ipswich more important. He's agreeing with Hussam with the Ipswich game.
For me, every game is. I want to win.
I can't go to Anfield on Tuesday, guys, and I'm gonna see
one in a row.
Players, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on, man. I can't. I mean, I'm driving up there. Do you guys know the reason I don't go to Liverpool games is the driving? I don't want to take the train. I'm not good to train. I get ill, wouldn't it, if I get on trains and germs. I don't know what it is. I just don't.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, I can't get on trains, man. So when I drive to Liverpool, it's about 4 or 5 hours driving. It depends on traffic. Sometimes it could be longer than that, and it frustrates me. Really frustrates me. So that's why it takes me a while to go back there. I don't know about you, JK. Back in the day, we used to do that. It takes me a while to go back to Liverpool. I can get tickets, that I can go games, but I just don't want to go because it's the driving, man. It's just too freaking long. Unless someone could drive me, I could just sleep in the car and while you're driving. That's a different thing, but yeah, it's a long.
But for me, it's like 2 hours. Like I was born 2 hours away from Anfield. It's like from the Midlands up to Liverpool, 2 hours. M6 straight up. It's the London to the Midlands part that's extra. You know what I mean? That's another 2 hours there if it's busy in London. So it's like a 4-hour journey to Liverpool. You know, it can batter you. Hence why. But for me, hour and a half, 2 hours. Say 2 hours on there.
Yeah. Chiesa will take over soon. I've backed this brother since we signed him. I think the second part is where he's going to take over, bro. I honestly think that the way he came on yesterday, that he was involved in both goals. It shows that there's a mission here, man. There's a mission for him. This guy was the best player in the Euros when Italy won it. You know what I mean? So he was a £100 million player not so long ago. He's only 26, 27. So he's still like in the prime of his powers. It just needs time to understand the Premier League and catch up with the Premier League, because Premier League is not a forgiving league. Premier League is a hard league to play in, guys. I've coached in this country for years. I know how far it takes you to get there. My players couldn't get there. The ones I coached, the ones I interviewed in here, one of them before, because it's not a forgiving league, guys. It's impossible for a player to get there unless they're dedicated and they have the athleticism about them. I mean, it's no longer Graham Souness days when you have to be a battering kind of player. That doesn't exist. You have to be technically gifted nowadays, and a footballer. Basically, you have to be a proper footballer for you to make it in the Premier League, and that's to do with athleticism, technical ability, and you got to be always awake in the games. You can't be complacent.
Asleep. Yeah, exactly. It's the same as me. I've been training my brother's son about 1.5 years, 2 years now, and these exactly what you just said there: concentration, this, that, and the other. And about 2 months ago, he got invited to have trials at Union Berlin, and they're in the Bundesliga. Yeah. So whatever I've taught him, he's done pretty well. But for me, it's like you can't help someone who don't want to help themselves.
Yeah.
And that's how in football. If that lad who you're trying to train don't want it, it doesn't matter what you say to him. They need that desire to want it. That's why for me, Steven Gerrard, my favorite ever Liverpool player, he had that desire, and that's how you make it.
100%, brother. Mr. Batred says the likes of Chiesa, Elliott need time in the Lille game. Yeah, they got to play. They got to play, bro. They got to play. Chiesa on the left looked good, didn't he? He looked really, really good. 100%, man. Chiesa, Dance, Nunez from Freeford versus Lille. I don't know if Dance is registered, bro. I don't know. Big up John Conway as always, brother. Always.
Oh, bless up, John.
Big up, brother.
Bless up.
5 draws, a bit too many, but I think this season it isn't going to be detrimental as the rivals are dropping more points. I think there's more points to be dropped, Mr. Bat Red. I think I don't think Liverpool is going to win every game going forward. I think we are going to drop points, but the most important thing is the distance, innit, JK? Keep that distance still, if you know what I mean. Capitalize on things, you know what I mean? So
that breathing, that little gap, you need that little gap. I think yesterday's result was so important in that way. Imagine Arsenal kept that 2-0 lead against Villa.
Yeah.
And we just dropped points. We got a point at Brentford 0-0. Things would have looked totally different this morning. Can you imagine the hype Arsenal fans will be on right now? Oof. We ain't having any of that. So yesterday's day was God blessing us, man. Late winner, Arsenal 2-0 up 2-2, man. Come on.
They're not good enough. You know what I mean? If they win the league, that's a travesty for the league, man. It's not a good advertisement.
I think he's Arteta. I think he's the guy. He's too arrogant. What I like about Slot, he's not arrogant. He's a very down-to-earth type of guy, same as Klopp. Very sort of humble.
Arteta is overrated, in my opinion, when I watch him as a manager. You know what I mean? You've had 5 years in charge, £800 million spent almost, and and
I was going to say that.
Same.
I was going to say I got 800 million to agree with you.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's the same thing every time as well, bro. Nothing ever changes. It's boring, bro. Like, come on, man. Even this season, if he stuck by his guns, you know what I mean? When he had that new formation he set up, remember, with the big players in the pitch and all that stuff. If he stuck with that, maybe they would be in a better position now. But he caved in, bro. He kept in. When the fans started asking questions, we're not winning games, we're not playing good, and all this stuff, he kept in. I mean, if he had that, do you agree though? Like, if you got a new formation there set up, stick with it. Don't like.
If it works, yeah. I think you know what it is as well, bro. You got to understand who's their best player. For me, it's Odegaard.
Odegaard, yeah.
Gabriel as well, and then you got that guy on the wing, Saka, man. Without Saka, them guys ain't winning. Saka is their top dog when you really, really look at it. Even when Odegaard was missing in the start, like for a long period of this season, he missed a lot of games. They were great, Arsenal. And I think Saka, they're missing Saka. Saka gets a lot of goals.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know how really good that Saka is. Like, for Arsenal, he's very important. He's been injured for a while now. And he's going to be out for a while. So for me, I think that was the reason why. Like, for me, Trossard can do a job, whatever, but he's not Saka. You know, Saka's real good player, bro.
Yeah.
Real good.
Yeah. Big up Lloyd, by the way. Yeah. You're spot on. You're spot on, man. All the subs Slot made yesterday were all influential in the game yesterday. Chiesa, Robbo, Elliott were all vital and pivotal in the result yesterday. Yeah, 100%, bro. I've got no doubt about that. I was impressed. I was really impressed. Even though in the live watch along, I was all over the place. I bought American football in it from America. So I'm angry. I have to squeeze it. It's just so I don't let my frustrations out and start, swearing. If you look at me back in the day with the watch alongs, mate, the words I used to use, you never thought that.
Okay. I'm proper chilled when I'm watching a Liverpool match.
Yeah.
It got to a point where Darwin, a few games back, he was running around and he looked like a guy who just left a nightclub on a Sunday morning. Like he didn't know where he was really coming or going, bro. And I was like, come on, man. Like I never really do that. Like, F this. No, I'm like, yo. And he got to a point with Darwin, I was like, come on, bro, sort it out, And then yesterday when he got them goals, that's probably why I had water in my eyes, bro, because I was so happy that he sort of concentrated on playing football. Yeah. I'm so happy for the guy.
Yeah.
I told people before, why are you saying get rid of this guy? Because if we win the league by 3 points, okay, because of that result yesterday, imagine we got a 0-0 there. So for me, you cannot diss a guy who plays for your club and he's wearing that red shirt until he's left. Keep it strong, man. Keep it cool. Keep it respectful. Because you never know when one of these guys who you've been dissing for the last 3-4 months comes and saves your ass by winning the Premier League title for us. Like yesterday's game, Darwin won it.
I don't dish him. I'm just honest about him. You know what I mean? Is he for Liverpool? I don't think he is. You know what I mean? Unless he turned the corner yesterday and he started scoring. Yeah, but I've never seen him score 2 goals for ages. I don't know if you agree with me. I can't remember the last time he scored 2 goals, bro. I scored 1, but when was the last time you saw him score 2 goals in a game? I can't.
Newcastle. I think it was a Newcastle one, wasn't it?
Last season.
Yeah, there you go. But look, for me, bro, when you're playing number 9 as a footballer in this world, when you're a Haaland and a Kane, you are number 1 choice. You are playing Saturday and Wednesday. There's no other guy going to come in, take your spot, you be on the bench. So what happens with these guys is full concentration on how will I score goals. Darwin's thinking, how will I get into this team? Forget about scoring goals. And that's why a striker needs game time. And not one game, miss 3, another game, plays another game, misses another 2. No. You need every game, you're there, get on with it.
What he needs to do, bro, in my opinion, when I look at Darwin, what he needs to do is like what he did yesterday. Take shots if you have to. Stop looking for Salah every single time and all that.
Exactly.
Stuff. Be nice. Be ruthless on the pitch. When you're ruthless, things will come together. And that's what he was yesterday. He was ruthless.
That's what he was. Yeah, so man.
Continue with that. You'll get more goals than not. Let me just put it that way. What do you think of Diaz, bro, as a striker? What do you think of him?
Like for me, Diaz is the best player probably in the Premier League of ball retention. He can hold on to the ball. We need that guy sometimes, that outlet. For me, a lot of people think Diaz is a tricky winger like Mane, gets goals, gets assists, gets on with it. But for me, Diaz, his sort of job in that machine we've got going is get the ball, hold it, let everyone else get back in shape, then get on with the game. And he's the best at it. So for me, I'm not going to moan about Diaz. Work rate, come on. The guy takes £25,000 home a week. after tax. You get me, bro? You know what I mean? You got Rashford,
Not a
gets
lot.
350. And look at the comparisons there. Look at the comparisons. Rashford, Diaz, work rate.
Yeah.
I don't need to say nothing about Diaz.
Yeah. Okay, bro. I agree with you. But yeah. But with the striker bit, I'm just a bit apprehensive because, you know, like with me, I think he'll be good with the big defenders. I thought he would do well against Collins yesterday. But it's the ball retention, like you said, is important sometimes. Like he keeps the ball better, he passes the right passes. But you know, as a striker, I'd rather have someone who could be clinical than someone who's gonna, you know, just do ball retention. I need more. So
for me, he needs more goals.
We need Jota fit. He's hardly fit. You know what I mean? That's the problem with Jota at the moment. But go on, bro. Go on.
Yeah, Diaz has been sort of fit this season.
Yeah. I've never seen him in this season. You're right. 100%.
Yeah,
Apart from the sore throat.
Yeah. I remember that, bro. The other day, the sore throat story came out. I was like, uh-oh. You remember? He was like, he's going to miss the game because of the thingy. And when I seen his name yesterday in the lineup, I was like, oh, okay. He's sore throat was that bad then.
I can't believe it, bro. A sore throat.
You might have had them lozenges. Someone said in the chat, oh, he needs them lozenges, you know. Like, God, you must have had a few.
My 11 versus Leo Kelleher, Bradley, Kwanzaa, Virgil, Robbo, Endo, Morton, Chiesa, Elliott, Nunez, Dance. Like I said, Steve, I don't think Dance is registered. I'm sure he's not because he wasn't part of the plan in the beginning of the season. He was meant to go to Plymouth with Wayne Rooney. T1 is my favorite.
He's left as well now. Yeah.
T1 is my favorite movie. It was the only Terminator that Arnie was a bad guy. I love T1, mate. I don't think people talk about it enough, in my opinion. I think they don't give the credit to that movie as they should. I think the part 2 gets the most credit. The T1, the issue people had was the special effects. You know what I mean? It looks really bad. But you know, as time went on, they improved. You know what I mean? They improved. It depends on the times in it. That's what it is. Depends on the times. Big up, Dean, man. Gakpo was our best attacker yesterday. Was he? I don't know. He was.
Yeah, I think he was lively.
He has been for 2 to 3 weeks now. For me, he's the best. Sorry, he's the first. What's this on the team sheet? So you the first pick on the team sheet from now to the end of the season. Okay, Gakpo has been phenomenal in my opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna dish him. I've seen better, Dean. I think yesterday he could have done more. He had an opportunity when Salah put him through. I was expecting him to chip the goalkeeper, and he chose not to, and he messed up that chance. That was the problem, in my opinion. Diaz, not sure if the 9 role is for him long term. I don't think it's a long term thing. I don't think it's a long term thing. I think it's just to complement the players that we have at the moment. Ravi, we haven't got Darwin ain't scoring apart from yesterday, of course. Before that, Jota is not available. And Gakpo, we've seen him as a number 9. He's all right, but he's better on the left. So him and Gakpo swapping from time to time. It's all right for now until Jota gets fit eventually, if he ever gets fit. You know what I mean? You know how
the reason why Diaz is playing that role is because Gakpo has been so good on the left that he's got no other choice. Like for me, Gakpo has made himself a starter right now. That's what happens when you put your foot down and work hard, concentrate, get on with your game. Gakpo, for me, respect to him, man, how he's done this season. Yeah. Euros top scorer as well in the Euros. He's got 7 goals. So he's brought that form into this season. So that's why Diaz ain't playing on the left no more. Really.
Shouldn't really have a go at him, should we? That's why I regret me having a go at him. Diaz, that is, at least he's doing a job, like you just said, bro. At least he's doing a job. You know what I mean?
Yeah, ball retention. Yeah.
It's better than not having anything there at all. You know what I mean? We experienced that in the past. Remember back in the day, Paul Lambert.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Alatellis, you know what I'm saying? But at least these guys are doing the business, guys. They're winning games.
He works hard. Diaz, come on, like that guy don't stop. Yeah, he don't stop. That guy. Yeah. For me, Diaz, McAllister are 2 guys you want to play in Champions League games.
Yeah, because
they're just made for
that stuff in it. They don't expect those type of players, their opponents. That's why.
Yeah.
You're spot on. They're good at Champions League because Champions League football is different to Premier League football. Champions League football is expansive and attacking. That's what it's all about. You know, the majority of the teams who are in the Champions League, they're more champions, isn't it?
Yes.
They only think about the way they play. They don't think about, you know, deep line defending and all that nonsense.
None of that.
So
Exactly that.
Yeah, 100%. Diaz experiment as a false nine needs to be terminated now. They're using the Terminator now. It has ran its course. If we haven't got no strikers, we've got no choice, brother. I mean, that's what it is. Diaz is very wasteful. I don't think he gets opportunities, to be fair, mate. Big up Uncle Ross as always. Big up, guys. With Liverpool winning and Arsenal dropping points yesterday was a perfect red day. Perfect red day. 100%, brother. I'm just reading out the comments, so we're going to be off screen, guys. Big up, obviously. Big up, everybody. Big up to the slot tactical subs. Yeah, tactical subs, 100%. Sore throat, you know. I know. I was dying, Uncle Rods. I was finished. When I told you about it, I was dying, mate, because I thought I was dreaming. You know what I mean? T1 is one of my favorite. Yeah, I said that. It's cool.
Actually, you know, the person who wrote the Terminator films is the same person who wrote the Matrix films. Yeah, I actually chatted to her on Twitter one time. You know, the Oracle in the Matrix?
Yeah.
She looks like her. And she wrote both of them films, but she didn't get the credit for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. Man City, I meant to say, Man City are getting a massive fine, points deduction only for breaking some of the 130 charges. Football is finished. They should have been relegated and stripped of their trophies for cheating. I wish that could have happened, but you know, when the Premier League is involved, how do you know the Premier League is not getting paid by these people? You know what I'm saying? So look at the infrastructure outside the city ground. Look at Manchester nowadays. Like, imagine how much money these Abu Dhabi people are paying for the whole city. You know what I'm saying?
So proper spruced up there. Man City, they're building a new stand. Yeah. They're turning it into a right little complex. Their training ground, everything's just like prime, you know. Hence why the Haaland deal was made, like 9-year contract, because at the end of the day, if they do get relegated, and they could all the players will want to leave, maybe. So they're getting him on a contract, so they'll get a fee for him if it does happen.
I don't think it's
for me. I don't want to see no fine.
I think they'll loan them out. I mean, until they come back, something like that.
Okay, yeah, something like that. You never know. You know,
they're playing it smart, bro. JK,
they're very smart people.
Yeah, they are 100%, bro. This is for you, JK. JK, I said the same thing. The same thing on my channel about Gakpo. The pivotal time for Gakpo was the Euros.
Bang on, Solo. Yeah, man. That Euros, I'm so happy, man. He was top scorer. He's brought that form into the league, man. You can't ask for that better than that.
Oh, I didn't know that, Steve. Oh, good point then, isn't it? You don't need to register players that are under 20s, 20 years old, 20 years of age. They can play Champions League games if and when needed. I didn't know that. Oh, good point. Good point, bro. Good point. JK, where can people find you, bro? I shouldn't say it because you're on this channel, but where can people find you?
Yeah, bro. Liverpool 12th man. Brian Irishman Football. I could quickly drop the links in the chat as well. We're doing shows most of the time as well.
Dean says, can we all finally put the Zubimendi transfer behind us and let's accept him going to Arsenal? I think if he comes, his position would be a center back. I don't know. He's not playing Gravenberch of the team. I've given up on Zubimendi, brother, a long time ago. As soon as he rejected us, anything that comes after that, I said okay, but there's no point. If we didn't sign him in the 1st of January, 2nd of January, 3rd of January, 4th of January, 5th of January, etc., there's no point talking about him anymore. I've given up on him, bro. We need something that's going to be important for our football club, that's, you know, determined to play for us, that wants to play for us, that wants to, you know, walk for a wall for us and do everything possible on that pitch to win titles. That's what we need. We need footballers. We don't need prima donnas. You know what I mean? We need footballers, not people that say, oh, Mr. Mountains, you know, mummy. We don't want that. We don't want that, man.
And we don't want them players who want the London life, you know. Because Come on, man. If Arsenal was next to Carlisle, how cold it is up there next to Scotland, Zubimendi won't be going to Arsenal.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all about location with these type of players who want to go there.
Yeah, you know, like what I said it in Judge Moses' channel the other day about the London thing. I didn't mean it in a way Liverpool is crap. I mean, I want to live in Liverpool eventually. Anyway, that's my aim because you know when I retire, I want to retire early and you know be at Anfield a lot. The reason I said about the London thing for players is because it's not the players, it's the families. It's the families that actually push that. You know, like when you're moving as a player, you've got wife and kids and, you know, mum, dad, everybody that's coming along with you. So if you're going to choose between two cities, the family always choose London because it's London, innit? It's the capital. It's the biggest city in London, you know, sorry, in England. So this is what I'm trying to say to you guys. This is why players choose that. It's not to do with, I think Gerrard said it once, as I remember. Willian, you remember Willian, who was playing for Chelsea and he played for Fulham eventually. He was about to join Liverpool, but his family said, we prefer London, and he chose Chelsea over Liverpool. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That happens a lot in football. A lot. Believe me. There's the Irish Man's channel, guys. Please go subscribe to him. There's 12 Man's channel. Please subscribe to him. Uncle Ross, Solo, Husam, all the guys in the chat that's got channels, please go and subscribe to them. They're all doing their own thing. They are brilliant. They do come on this channel from time to time as well. Let's enjoy everything together, guys. You know what I mean? Liverpool Football Club. If we're all together, we could do anything, guys. You know what I mean? And it's a beautiful thing supporting Liverpool. Everybody wants to beat us, guys. Everybody wants to be like us. We don't want to be like everybody else. Let's just put it that way. If Zubimendi was signed, he would play in the double pivot with Ryan. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Next to Robin, perfect.
100%. I mean, and probably play McAllister further forward and Soboslai further forward, something like that. Yeah. No, I mean he will be sitting on the bench. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry. I'm old, bro. You know all this stuff, these slangs. I'm not good with it, man. I'm from the 90s, really 90s. You know, I'm from there. We're different kind of people at that time. Okay, I agree with you. I agree. I don't know. I don't think so because I think them two will play together. I think Gravenberch because we didn't expect if he kept. Listen to this though, JK and chat. If Zubimendi came in the summer, would we see Gravenberch playing like this? JK.
There you go.
Think about that, guys. Think about that. Yeah, it's madness, man. But then who do we drop? Maka is brilliant. Sobo is like a racing car doing 100 laps around the pitch. No, it's a squad game, Steen. You know what I mean? Like you're in a lot of competitions. So if you utilize the squad somewhere, somehow, everybody can eat from the same plate. You know what I mean? So, you know, if you compete for the Champions League, you could like, you know, change up there. Premier League, you could change up there. Cups, you could change up there. You know, a season for a player evens itself out eventually because there's injuries, there's fatigue. You know what I mean? And, you know, look at Man City the way they used to do it back in the day. If you look at Man City back in the day, Kyle Walker starts like say the first 10 games, then he disappears to the second half of the season. Same thing with Kevin De Bruyne. And then, you know, when they have to do the title charge at the end of the season, like 10-game winning run, they all come back together and they go on that 10-game winning run. That's what I'm trying to say. It's the way you plan the season. This is how it goes, bro. And everybody can eat from the same plate, man. Don't worry about that, bro. Gravenberch, Zubimendi, double pivot, Mac 10 and in front of them. Yeah, that's crazy. We saw what happened against United when we didn't have Sobo in the team. We had no energy and no runs from midfield. Yeah, we did miss him deeply, Dean. We missed. I agree. I'm praying for FSG bring in that young kid called Stiller. I don't know, from Germany. Class young number 6. Sign him this month. Do you know about him?
Yeah, he plays for Stuttgart, same as where Endo played.
Yeah.
He looks like a good little player. He's 23, I think, something like that. Yeah, he's a regular for Stuttgart. Plays as a DM. Come on. Doing well this season as well. He got 2 assists in his last game against Freiburg. They won 4-0 Stuttgart.
Yeah.
I actually played in the Stuttgart Stadium a couple of times, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's why when I was playing football in Germany, yeah, I was playing. They've got the main stadium, and then what it is, you've got the pitches that are outside. They've got about 2 or 3 football pitches where the players play before the game or whatever.
Yeah.
Best grass I've ever played on.
Nice. German football stands are amazing, bro. They're beautiful, man.
They're just different, aren't they?
Wide, length, width. They're very wide.
I've been to the Olympic Stadium in Berlin. I've been there when Liverpool came over. Like 70,000 getting there, something like, or 90,000, something crazy. Leipzig Stadium I've been to, like top stadium that is as well.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of German teams like the Leipzig, the Red Bull. They said they cheated their way to the league.
Yeah.
It's madness. But people, that's me and JK done. You could find JK in the Irishman's channel. You could find him in my channel, of course. You could find him in 12 Man's channel as well. So if you want to ever catch up with JK, please see him on those channels. I've enjoyed this today. I don't really do Sundays. I do weekdays, innit? Because I'm going Liverpool tomorrow for the Lille game, and I'll be back on Wednesday. So you might not see me do streams for the next couple of days. If it's gonna come, it's gonna come. That's how it is. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the game, man. I just hope they don't give me some cheap ass players, man. I want to see the best. I don't want to everybody, man. I don't want to do that. I want to see the best. I don't want to go all the way down there seeing bloody, B-Tech players, man. He's from Greece. Apparently, he's the next big upcoming striker. Okay. Is this the one Liverpool are looking at, or is it some? There's a player Liverpool was looking at who's on loan at some team. JK, a striker. Is that him? They're talking about the youngster.
I'm not sure, but I think I know who the guy he's talking about. I think I know.
I'll check him up. I'll check up on him, guys. I'll check up on him, and on next stream I'll share it with you. Big up, Colin, as always, man. Thanks for coming through again, man. Big up. No one gets dropped. It's rotating the players. It's a long season, and the players know this. Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Thanks.
Everybody plays their part, Colin. You're spot on, brother. 100% spot on, man. If Zubimendi has signed for us, him, Gravenberch, Mac would be perfect midfield trio, and we have the. Yeah, but the thing is, you can't get rid of Szoboszlai, man. So to me, guys, I'm being honest with you. Szoboszlai is the most talented out of the lot. He just needs time, man. He'll get there. I'm telling you. We tried to make him we tried to turn him to a donkey. Now we're trying to bring him back to being Szoboszlai. You know what I mean? So it takes time.
Exactly that.
You know what I mean? So give him time, man. Trio, he said to have a lead of 12, 14 points by now. I wish we had that, man. Could have just sat back, feet up, to concentrate on the Champions League. Enjoy the view from the top, guys. I am. I might, if we ever get to the last game of the season, we're lifting up the trophy, you're going to see tears coming out of my eyes like a little baby. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, that's him, 20-year-old. Yeah. I knew it was him. Because Liverpool were talking about him. All right, guys, enough of the chitty chat from me and Mr. JK. I know you like JK, but, he has to go. So do I.
Bless, bro.
Take care, everybody. Take care. Thanks for coming on, and please like, share, and subscribe. Sorry for the short notice. Because yesterday we meant to do a night stream. I thought, why not come on today and give you that? Take care, everybody.